This is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
I, President Teddy Roosevelt, have been informed of the monstrosities that have been being let go during the Gilded Age and have been pouring into my presidency by your big corporations. Muckraking has opened my eyes to these horrible practices that you have just been getting away with time and time again. I'm aware that muckraking is not the most reliable source because they make a living off of these stories. But if even only half of these stories are true, you cannot keep getting away with these horrible actions. You're corrupt, you're hurting the people, and you're hurting the lands, and you're taking advantage and taking money out of the pockets of Americans.
I've built my business up from the ground. I use any means necessary to work. My business practices are not corrupt and dishonest to the people. They're just simply the way the world works. That's the way the economic world functions.
The world works abusing people?
Not
I was
really.
informed by a muckraker, Upton Sinclair, by his book, The Jungle. It exposed the horrible conditions of food, where food's manufactured. It exposed the unsanitariness, and to combat it, he passed the Food and Drug Act. I passed the Meat Inspection Act, and I will continue to pass these acts to stop from your
I know you
corrupt
did those
businesses.
acts because it dropped my business a little bit. The more stuff we focus on away from the people, the more we can produce and the more profit we can bring in. The suffering of people in my factories does not matter as long as it benefits the rest of the company. If people do not like how they're treated, they can just quit. I'll always hire some new people. There's always a fresh group of immigrants that are coming in. I can hire them.
As president, I have been tasked with protecting the common man of the United States and the workers from your big business corruption. You have been horrible to all these people for so long. The Gilded Age, you guys were able to get away with abusing unions during the Palmer raids. When I started my presidency, I exemplified that I will not stand for this anymore with the anthracite coal strike. Your big business was abusing these workers, and I came in and created a square deal where these men were able to get a fair wage and fair hours, or else I would have just taken over the business. And if you're not careful, I will do the same to you.
Again, there's nothing corrupt about this. It's just business. This economy is a survival of the fittest. If you're weaker, you must be absorbed, you must be controlled. I am the strongest. I control the economy. They're all lower than me. They deserve to be treated how they should be treated.
You are under the law and under the eyes of the people, no greater man than anyone else. I, myself, as president, the highest authority in the land of the United States, am an American citizen as well. And I will protect my fellow American citizens to the ends. And that's why I've been passing these bills to stop you. The Interstate Commerce Commission, you may be familiar with it. I use that to cease your corrupt businesses.
Improving the lives of those working for us is only going to slow down production. Do you want this economy to fail?
I don't hate all businesses. I hate bad trusts. There's good trusts and there's bad trusts. And bad trusts are the ones that abuse the people, abuse their power, create corruption, and hurt the consumer and their workers.
What's so bad about me, huh? I just built my business up to become the greatest of all time. I just wanted to make some money and flourish the economy. And what's so bad about that, huh? Who cares if people in the factories are suffering? As long as business is up, it's good, right?
Do you remember your Northern Security Company?
No.
No? You don't? Yeah, because I struck it down. I don't know how I did. Because I attacked the railroad companies using the ICC. I also extended these laws with the Elkins Act to battle against the rebates you give to other businesses so you get complete making monopolies. I also put into effect the Hepburn Act, which creates a maximum rate, which means you can't abuse these people's pockets anymore. You're creating a horrible environment for the American people, and my goal here is to stop you, and I will stop you, and I have stopped you.
This is BS! You're ruining the economy!
The winner of this dispute by KO is Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt will go along in his presidency with the same progressive policies he championed in this conflict. He He will continue to take down corrupt businesses and act as a champion for the workers, unions, and the people of America. His influence as a progressive president will begin a whole era of progressive presidents that created great change in the United States and even the world. Roosevelt's work as president influenced the progressive President Woodrow Wilson and his progressive policies he attempted to use to shape the world after World War I. Although ultimately a failure, Wilson's progressive ideas will later be used when rebuilding after World War II. Roosevelt was the first progressive president and began a trend of progressivism that will be used for years to come.